How much GTA 6 is going to cost? Well, this is a big and an important question that a lot of people are asking. Will it be the usual $70, or could Rockstar surprise us with a higher price tag? Let's break this down, covering everything from AAA games to Rockstar's pricing history and why a price increase might or might not make sense. Stick around, it's going to be an interesting one. Before we talk about GTA 6, let's set the stage by understanding where it fits in the gaming world. Games are generally divided into three categories: indie, AA's, and AAA's. Indie games are usually made by small teams or solo developers. These games often have tight budgets but huge creative freedom. Since they're lower budget, their prices tend to be much more affordable. You'll find most indie games ranging from $10 to $30. Hades, Stardew Valley, and Celeste are examples of great indie games. AA games fall in between. These have higher budgets and more resources than indie games, but still aren't on the scale of AAA's. These games typically come with polished mechanics and impressive visuals, but they don't have the same level of marketing or massive world building as AAA titles. The price for AA games usually ranges from $30 to $60. A good example is Sifu, which came out in 2022. Not gonna lie, this is one of the best discoveries I have made and played. Now, AAA games, this is the big league. These are the blockbusters of the gaming industry with massive budgets, huge teams, and years of development. The Last of Us, Cyberpunk 2077, and of course Rockstar's own Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 5 are prime examples. Creating a AAA game takes time, money, and effort on a scale that's unmatched, and that's why these games come with a premium price tag. Currently around $70 for a standard edition. Who decides the price of a game, especially a big AAA title like GTA 6? Well, ultimately the publisher, like Rockstar Games in this case, sets the price. They evaluate several factors like production costs, market trends, competition, and even regional pricing standards. While there aren't any official rules or strict regulations that dictate how much a game must cost, there are industry norms and expectations that publishers usually follow. For a long time, the standard price for AAA games in countries like the US was $60. This held steady for nearly 15 years, dating back to the release of games on the Xbox 360 and PS3. But with the launch of the PS5 and Xbox Series X, many publishers, including companies like Ubisoft and Activision, raised the price to $70 for their next-gen titles. This increase was attributed to rising development costs, inflation, and the demand for more complex and detailed games. Right now, $70 is the typical price point for new AAA games in major markets. However, it's worth noting that regional pricing varies. Players in different countries might pay more or less depending on local purchasing power and taxes. For example, some regions see prices equivalent to $80 or more due to economic conditions. So while the publisher has the final say, they must balance factors like player expectations, regional differences, and overall value. Charging too much can upset fans, but pricing too low might not cover the game's enormous budget. That's why most AAA games sit at the $70 mark right now. It's the sweet spot that the industry has settled on for now. So let's address the big question: how much will the GTA 6 cost? Most people expect the standard edition to stick to the industry norm of $70, the same as other recent AAA games. But some are speculating that the price could go higher. Why? Well, rumors suggest GTA 6 has a development budget between $1 billion and $2 billion. If true, this would make it one of the most expensive games ever created. Plus, with inflation and rising production costs in gaming, it's easy to see why some think the price might jump to $80 or even $90. But let's keep things in perspective. Rockstar hasn't said anything official about pricing yet. Rockstar has always followed the usual pricing trends for games. When GTA 5 came out in 2013, it cost $60, which was the normal price for big games back then. Red Dead Redemption 2, released in 2018, also launched at $60, even though it was a huge and ambitious game. Now, the standard price for AAA games has gone up to $70, so it's likely Rockstar will stick with this price to avoid upsetting players by charging more. Yet, the gaming industry is hoping that Rockstar might raise the price for GTA 6, possibly pushing it beyond the standard $70. Many publishers and developers are watching closely, as they believe that if Rockstar takes this step, it could set a new trend. encouraging others to follow suit and increase their game prices as well. Another thing to consider is that GTA 6 will likely have multiple editions, following the pattern of Rockstar's past releases. First, we can expect the standard edition, likely priced at $70, which will include just the base game without any additional perks. Then, there's the possibility of a deluxe edition, which could feature extra digital content such as in-game currency, exclusive outfits, or even early access. This edition might be priced somewhere between $90 and $100. Finally, Rockstar may also offer a collector's edition, which often comes with physical collectibles like maps, art books, or unique merchandise. For GTA 5, there was a collector's edition priced at $150, and with GTA 6, we could see something similar, potentially ranging from $120 to $150. Rockstar doesn't need to increase the price of GTA 6. With the massive sales potential and the long-term profit from microtransactions and premium editions, they can make a lot without raising the base price. However, that doesn't mean they won't do it, especially if the industry shifts by then. What do you think? Would you be okay with a price increase, or do you think Rockstar should keep it at $70? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next time.
Rockstar silent, but we still believe. GTA 6 is the dream we weave. Fast cars, bright lights, Vice City streets. This game's the fire where legends meet.